Dead Space. We're doing the DLC Serve on Zealot, Chapter 1, Part 1. Okay, the achievement for playing the add-on on Zealot, there's really no reason not to do it. You don't want to like do it on easy and then come back and do it again on Zealot. There's just no need to. So just go ahead, put it on Zealot. You can pretty much get all the achievements and play it through one time on Zealot and not really have any issues. The weapons are pretty much any way you'd like to do it. You start off, I believe you got the Seeker rifle and the plasma, or excuse me, the pulse.
No, Mr. Weller, she is not available. I cannot simply get her out of a fertility examination.
Computer locate rig 784283. Interrupt and override. Authorization Gabe Weller. Tango Beta 3.
Sir, you cannot do that. You can't just interrupt. It worked? I'm going to... Gabe, what are you doing here?
Honey, listen to me very carefully. I need you to leave there immediately and head straight for our shuttle.
What? Why?
Just what the hell is going on here? You can't just interrupt a session.
It's back. There, back. Don't tell anyone, just get moving.
Gabe, you're scaring me.
Don't argue, just get to our shuttle now.
This isn't happening. It can't be happening.
Now! Oh, God.
Alright, so
Oh, shit.
this is kind of, I want to say, like, when you progress through the add-on, that looks like the drill from Chapter 12 in the game, and we get into the first area, it kind of looks like the store and the bench from the Chapter 12 when you first get down to the mining area. Anyhow, as you see, we got the pulse rifle and the Seeker rifle, and when we get up to the store and the bench, I'm going to kind of gear my guide the way I would do it. One of the things I've never really played with, and I probably should have with this one, looking back through the video, is that the ability to take power nodes out of the weapons. Because I have a pulse rifle, but I'm not exactly sure which one it is, so I sell it off. But I probably should have taken the power nodes out of it and then got whatever I could get out of it. But whatever, I did what I did. I didn't really have any issues. But of course, any extra power nodes you have would have meant, you know, being able to jack your character up. Okay, so as you progress through there, you got a bunch of these things that like to spit mines at you. Take them out. There's not a lot of enemies between now and then, just a couple. There's no question, you know, they got quite a few weapons throughout the game, add-on, whatever, and I've never really, I think it's called the Seeker rifle, and then the other one, the Javelin, I just never really, you know, I played with them just enough to get whatever achievements were associated with it, and then I just put them away. And then, you know, the flamethrower and the Ripper, I mean, they all got their upsides, but I never really messed with them. I only did them as long as I could just to get the achievement associated with it. My main weapons were always the plasma cutter, pulse rifle, and obviously my main one, the bloody Air Force gun. Alright, so before heading in the door, make sure you circle around to the right to get that power node. Okay, so this little area is basically how you would progress in Chapter 12 in the main game, exception that when you go through this door, that's a whole new area just made for the add-on. Okay, I'm going to kind of chop it up a little bit. I don't put a whole lot towards the rig and stasis. A few times it comes into play where it would have been nice, but I pretty much just putting it in there. And like right here, I should have taken all these power nodes out of this pulse rifle and just sold it off, and then I would have had all those power nodes, but I don't know, I just never really did before, so I didn't really think about doing it here. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, and the suit that I have, I'm not sure which suit it was, so I just went ahead and picked the one I used for Isaac. And then I'm gonna kind of look through the weapons and pick the ones I want to use, and then I'll have about 9 or so power nodes and buy some Air Force ammo and then get to it. Okay, now I have the hand cannon. You saw the red finger there. That's the hand cannon you get for beating the game on hardcore. I could have just picked that and used that through the whole thing, but I don't kind of roll that way. I'm just going to go ahead and use the weapons that I got and whatever upgrades I can do by the end, which would mostly be the Air Force gun. It's pretty much your go-to weapon. Buy a double health pack. Alright, so that's my weapons. Gonna go ahead and save the game. Hit the bench here. I think the majority will be going straight to the Air Force gun. Really don't think I'm going to be doing anything with the rig throughout this okay. Went ahead and saved the game. There's an achievement associated with this part of the chapter. Basically, I think it's called the Grindhouse. Just check out the achievement videos. They're pretty easy, but the nice part is you can just come down here, do what you got to do to get that achievement, and then reload the game. Okay, when you're planting mines, you need to make sure that the surface that you're doing on is unobstructed by debris. Like if you throw a mine down and there's like a piece of a body part there or whatever, it's just going to blow up. So, nevertheless, once you progress a little bit, you're going to get enemies from both ends, so be ready. Okay, so I'm pretty sure through this add-on there's none of those doors that you need a powered node to open up, so it's not really critical to have any in your inventory. Through the story you wanted to keep one in your inventory because periodically through the game there'd be those doors that you need to open up with a power node, and 9 times out of 10 they were worth it. I can drop that. I'm not going to run back to the store to sell that off. Okay, so we're making our way up to this platform, and there's another associated achievement, but this is kind of part of the mission, excuse me, the chapter, whatever you want to call it. Basically, we need to defend the platform as we're working our way through it. Basically, when we hit the little lever, the switch, whatever you want to call it, we're going to have a little bit of wave. You'll see me take some time to kind of set up some mines and explosive canisters and all that. But I'm assuming there's no way that you couldn't get that achievement because basically you need to defend that to progress through it. So okay, so like I was mentioning, we're going to have a little bit of a horde wave, about 2 minutes or so. When we hit the switch, we got to wait for it to get over, and we're pretty much need to defend this platform. So I'm going to go ahead and move a bunch of the red canisters around and set some mines. Okay, so you'll see me put a canister and then a mine next to it because a lot of times the mine is just not strong enough to take out enemy or enemies that are coming. So I'll put a mine next to an explosive can here to kind of give it that extra boost that we're looking for. All right, time to get to it. You pretty much just hang right here and kind of deal with the enemies as they come at you. King of the hill. The quarry platform. Again, there's no way that you couldn't do this, so I imagine just one of these achievements as you're playing the serve, you will get this achievement. Okay, once everybody's down, go ahead and loot the area. Okay, so that's going to take care of the first part of Chapter 1. I won't be able to pick that one up, so I'm just going to leave it and move on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and break the video here and get back to the next part of Chapter 1, playing the add-on serve on Zealot difficulty. So we'll see you on the next one.